Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Return starts at the 9. Things going well so far. The tackle is made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Taking it by Williams outright. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that run puts him right back in the same old situation for 3rd down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. And you could tell, just look at them down there, Kate. They thought it was going to run too.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They go play action. Here's May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. It's Henderson on the give. This is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
He completes it in traffic. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. May now. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
PAT effort coming up. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he He's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did. Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Into the hands of Knox, complete. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. We'll air it out on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills find an answer with their opening drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Pass now to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Going play action. May finds his man. It's Demario Douglas. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-6 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. It's complete to Hunter Henry. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a New England 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route to Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's May on 1st and 10. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
marker. It's 2nd and 5. May off the play fake. Look at that power, deep left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Off the play action. May. That one complete to Diggs. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
So 1st down from the 41. Trying an inside give to Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Here's made in the air. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kicked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
At the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Got his man. Shakir has it. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Allen fires out wide, complete. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's the pistol snap to May. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Bills to the line now. First and 10. On first down, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 27 on the play. And the Bills have a first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Allen now on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Short pass brought in. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
Brings up third down.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure running backs' merit, touchdowns, yards, fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Connecting on the slant. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
In the red zone on first. Completed to his running back. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, because, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Tyler's pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. They go play action. Here's May. Catches May near the edge. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Loss of 6 yards.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
3rd and 14.
Bills going nickel. 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So that brings up 4th and long. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Final throw before the break. He's going deep this time. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out at the 19. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They're cobbled together a yard there. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
Brings up 3rd down.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. Ball taken in at the 36. He's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Henderson on 1st and 10. Went in there full steam ahead, but they ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one. Exactly
the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Design bootleg here. The Bills get to him. He's brought down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Fits it through the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Going for it with May. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their handles forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. First and 10 from the 43. Cook trying this one up the gut. He'll make his way through for a pick of a 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen off the play action. Throwing the out route complete. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run it with Cook. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on. Brock, add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills grow the lead now to 22 points.
Tyler pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Pass now to kick this away. On the return, here's Gibson. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, they kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Mays pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. First and 10. Here's Allen. Into the hands of Knox, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. More right side, and Shakir has it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills lengthen the lead at the end of the third. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills grow their lead yet again. Pass now to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Patriots will have the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They give now to Henderson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. All right, here we go. 2nd down. May. No left side cut by Douglas. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. May off the play fake. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. That's incomplete left side. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So that brings up 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Hancock. A Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Allen on 3rd and short. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Play action now. Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. Manages a gain of 3 there. And the Bills have a first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Allen on the play action. Drops it off to Cook. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
First down throw for Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that play. And when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Buffalo first. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills close to picking up their 5th win. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
21 at the Patriots' 39-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Bills keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Pass now to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. May now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now they have 3rd and short.
1 yard to go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one complete to Diggs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
First down throw for May. Big strike here to Williams. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Patriots putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. And they'll bring him down. The fake does not work. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And not a common mistake, but it does happen on occasion as the kick goes out of bounds. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now it's Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brown 80! Hey, home. Where's that?
Another one for Cook. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And they draw first blood against a division rival.
Man, I got this swag. My head up to my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag. My head up to my bag. You know I'm on hypnotic.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix. That's blown downfield by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Falcons are 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
To the air, Penix. This one caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready to run.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And they'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Sanders. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jalen Walker In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. To return is McKenzie. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Robinson on a give right side. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. You look at this Browns defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. Gotta be lying. Streak, streak.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Get up. Crack all 80. Ready.
To throw is Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here is 3rd and 5. Sanders to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Robinson with another carry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 3rd and 9 here.
A gain of 1. Brings up
Now Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 43. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready? Tap to 60, tap to 60. Hop 70, hop 70.
An inside run to Jenkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Oh, this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
70 Timberwolves.
Sanders. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now they'll audible to something else. Back to Robinson now on first down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Browns' 45-yard line.
Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd down and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 2nd and 6. And looking to throw, Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw, Penix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he works free. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
At the 32-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw now. Here's Sanders. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
A play fake. Now Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's going to be caught by Penix. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Falcons 14, Browns 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Throwing, Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Sanders. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready,
A give up the middle, Jenkins. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2nd and 5.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll take this down inside the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves. All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Koo now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Browns 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Back. Look at my team.
Sanders now throwing to start the drive. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
Back to throw. Sanders looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Sanders' pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the jump.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
13 yards on the play. And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Penix. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Let's go now. Cup 19, Cup 19, 79 Broncos.
To the air, Penix. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Sanders. Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Walker make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. McKenzie now to return it. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
At the 18-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Check, Bobcat, 72, go, Reed, go.
On third down, Penix from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Taking it about the 36. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah,